Joga rabeta pra lá, joga rabeta no chão. Joga rabeta.
Okay, not the most flattering, but I don't really care. Today was an interesting day. So I did my mom's set, her acrylic set. It was my first ever acrylic set on a person other than myself, and it went way better than expected. I was expecting to just do that all day and then try to do my own nails. Well, I don't know why, but there was like at least a dozen walk-ins within the first 2 hours of me being there. So I ended up taking this mom and her 2 daughters. I just did the 2 daughters gel manicures and they wanted nail art. So yeah, but I will put up a picture of what my mom's nails ended up being. But yeah, good day overall. It's Wednesday. We're on week 5. And today was yesterday was kind of a weird day for me. And I will explain why. So, yesterday was the start of the new term. I forgot my glasses. Okay, so yesterday was the start of the new term, and I was extremely hyped for that because that, first of all, shows that I'm over 1 month in the program, and I genuinely never thought that I would be even in cosmetology school. So huge win, and I was so happy for it. So I go into it all excited, and my friend is actually starting this term, so it was supposed to be a very good day. On Monday I finished my very first acrylic set on a person that wasn't myself, and it went reasonably well. I got it finished in 2 hours. So I just felt like, this is going to be a good day. It was the only day that I didn't have any clients. Is it going to do the thing again? That's fine. It was the only day this week that I didn't have clients. For the rest of the week, including today, I have at least 2 clients per day. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if there's like an event or something that I'm not aware of, but yeah. So anyway, I was like, okay, yeah, it's gonna be awesome. It's the new term. I'm not the newest nail student anymore, and I can just practice what I want to practice. I can actually get started on my next textbook, because we have the foundations textbook, which is like the general knowledge, and then we have the dang, my camera moving crazy. Whatever. The actual like specialty textbook, which is the nails for me, because I'm obviously a nail student. And my camera, please work. Okay, so yeah, I'm super hyped for it. I'm excited. So the first half of the day, I don't know, the first half of the day I'm kind of like, okay, this is fine, whatever. I asked one of my instructors to take me through lecture and stuff, and I guess I didn't realize how crazy it would be with all the not the nail students, but all the cosmetology, not necessarily cosmetology, but just all the new students starting. Because it became very evident that I didn't have enough to do, or not that I didn't have enough to do, I just was like bored. And again, that's not to say that I didn't have stuff to do. I totally did. I was just, I don't know, after having such a high of doing that acrylic set and it not being absolute dog water, I don't know, it's kind of a lackluster feeling to be like, oh, now I'm a little bit more on my own. I'm a little bit farther along than I thought I was. I'm not trying to make myself seem better than I am or anything like that, but it's just the truth. I thought I would But it turns out when your instructor is helping the other nail students when it's their first day, you actually don't have much that you need to get done. And that was Mondays and Tuesdays are my long days. So yesterday was one of my long days, and it just felt like it was dragging on. And then the lack of clients, or even just a single client that day, made me feel a little bit defeated. And I know this is so dramatic, whatever, like I should be reveling in my success and my ability to like be independent and yada yada yada. I know, you're telling me. However, I don't know, it was a weird day. And then since my friend was starting, I was like, hey, can I do your nails today? Like, this is the only day I don't have clients. And so she asked her instructor, and her instructor is like, let's leave it until next week, especially because I wanted to trade services. I wanted to get a facial from her. And so the instructor was like, yeah, we should wait until next week. And I was like, okay. So, yeah, just lackluster day. Made me feel kind of crappy. I'm really not trying to sound ungrateful. I'm just somebody who thrives on like constantly being busy. But yeah, and then I looked at the schedule for work, and there was just no way that they were going to need me. And with everything happening at work, I was very much not interested in going, even though I need the money. But then by the time I got out of school, I was just, please work, bro. I'm gonna have to figure something out before I punch this thing. By the time I got out of school, I was just so done. And I was gonna be in a very bad mood, and I was just not feeling well. So yeah, I didn't go to work yesterday. Hopefully today's better. Like I said, I have clients every single day. I have 2 clients or more. And then my mom's actually at my school right now getting her brows done, so I'm hoping I'll get to see her. And yeah, yesterday was not a good day for me. I am really considering what I should do next. I really want to start taking clients outside of school. I really want to, because 1, I want to get experience, and 2, if I can make money doing something that I actually want to do, of course I want to choose that. Of course I do. And it sucks when I'm at school and a client's like, hey, I want this, and then we start doing it, and then it gets closer and closer to the time the school closes, which is pretty early when you think about like a salon's normal hours. But we're not a salon, we're a school, so it makes sense. I just don't like the feeling of being rushed when it's like getting close to 4:30, because I'm in my head, I'm like, oh, I can definitely do this. If this was a salon, I could finish this and it would be fine, because I don't have another client after this person. But yeah, so I don't know, I feel kind of unsure about things, and I think that's what's been the main source of stress. But I have my good days and my bad days, and yesterday was just a bad day, and I'm trying to make this day a good day. So I'm committing to getting through it, just seeing it through, and just having a better day. But yeah, I think this is probably the only thing I'm going to film today, because my phone holder is awful, as you can tell from like the 5 times I've had to lift my phone back up. Yeah, I had a great day. I was able to do my friend's nails, and I will insert a picture right now. I learned how to do Gel-X, which is a huge deal to me, because that was one of the final things that my teacher said she would teach me, she said in the very beginning when I started this whole thing that was like gel is like the final part that they teach. So a month and a day in and I'm already learning that stuff. I feel incredibly grateful. I'm having a much better day than I was yesterday. Yeah, good day. Wednesday. It's Thursday. That's my bad. Okay, Thursday. I have 2 clients for sure today. I was supposed to have 2 pedicures yesterday. Well, they didn't show up. But that's okay. I didn't have like a whole spiraling thing. Like I did on, okay, just look at me on your golf cart. I didn't like spiral like I did on Tuesday because I learned Gel-X. So there's that. And I feel bad passing this golf cart, but at the same time he's going like as fast as a golf cart could go. But yeah, I have 2 clients today for sure. They confirmed with me. I have talked with her twice. I know exactly what she wants. So it'll be a good day. And then hopefully I can read some of my textbook and get some of that done. But it's almost Friday and I am just ready to be done. Anywho, see you tomorrow. It's finally Friday. I'm just happy to be here. Hopefully the podcast doesn't start playing. I have 3 clients today, if you include my dad. First one is a gel manicure at noon. Second one is my papa. He's getting a mani-pedi, no polish. He just likes to take care of himself. And then finally, I have 2 clients coming in. Well, they're like a daughter and a father. Coming in for a toenail trim. So hopefully I'll be done with everybody around 4. I was planning on learning how to do ombre with dip powder today, and then maybe marble, but it doesn't look like that's gonna happen, which is completely fine. That's totally fine. You know, I'd much rather have clients on a Friday and then start off the new week kind of more education focused. So that's my plan. I probably won't take any pictures because, I mean, the gel manicure I might, but I find that it's really awkward to ask people, like clients that you don't know, for pictures, unless you guys are like really vibing. That's one thing I definitely have to overcome, is that, hey, can I take a picture of my work even though it's your hair or your nails? But yeah. Okay, well, I'm gonna listen to music on my drive there, and maybe there will be another clip, or maybe this will be the end. It's the end of Friday, and it's been a good day so far. My first client didn't show up, which is fine because there was a contest at school that I was able to participate in instead. So that was fun. And then my dad came in for his pedi and his mani, and he'll be coming in every 2 weeks for that. He doesn't get polish or anything. So I got to teach one of the newer students how to do a pedicure while my dad was there, and all 3 of us actually had a good chat, so that was really fun. And then I did a toenail trim after, and that took so long. It was supposed to be 2, but it took so long that the lady that was with the client that I was doing the toenail trim on, she decided she would come another day, which is fine. And it took so long because the people that come in for toenail trims are usually older people, which have like thicker nails, and they're usually pretty long, and the skin underneath, because they have been able to grow so long, the skin underneath grows underneath the nail as well, and so I try my best not to hurt them, and so I tend to go on the longer side for a trim, because you know, you can always cut more, but if you go too short the first time, you can't come back for that. And I would really much rather be safe and a little bit longer than just go all for it and then hurt the client. So I kept having to ask him, and he kept saying, you know, you can go shorter, but there was just so much skin underneath the nail that I didn't want to risk it. So yeah, but that took a while, and so she decided she would come in a different day, which is fine. And then I got to soak off my friend's nails, and she thought it was dip, but it was dip with some builder gel, which is fine. More experience for me. So it's been a good day, and I'm gonna head home and have a good weekend. So if you're watching, thanks for watching.